spunky little person. But you know what? You guys have got the energy to go out there and do what you gotta do. Let's do the oath, guys. Pray I get through this. Let me win. But if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. It happened in 1968 when Mrs. Schreiber opened up the first games on television. I was watching it, and I told my mom and dad, I said, Mom, Dad, I want to do that. Mom said, no, you'll never do that. From then on, I had a dream that one day I'd be in Special Olympics, and it's made my life happy. When I met Mrs. Schreiber, the woman herself, I thought, gee, there she is. There's the lady I've always wanted to meet and always wanted to see. And it happened. Just because I helped get the games down here in North Carolina. It probably would not have happened if I hadn't got started in Special Olympics. Seeing all the athletes out there at Soldiers Field in Chicago, seeing them out there, knowing that they had mental retardation and they were doing something that I wanted to do. I wanted to be out there with those guys. That was the point that turned my life around, was seeing those guys out there and her opening up those ceremonies that first time. And me standing there in the living room telling my mom and dad that I wanted to do that. Michael Navy, the guy at Watauga Opportunities, talked to Marilyn Sturgill, and they got the first program started in 1990 there in Watauga County. And I got on the team. I was doing track and field, and then in 91 I got started doing bocce. The first time I went to state games was in Greenville. And I didn't really feel like I could do anything. I still had that feeling that my mom was still holding on to me, and I was like a crybaby. I didn't want to do nothing. But after in 1991, when they started bocce, it was like zero. I just lifted myself up and said, now, Evelyn, you're a grown woman. You know what you want to do. Now go do it. It's meant the world to me. It's meant that I get to meet all these wonderful people down here in the eastern part of the state. And it makes me more happier than anything else. I get very emotional when I talk about Special Olympics. And now I've got my Arnold Schwarzenegger pictures to prove it. That I met him. That was one of the highlights of my in '99 when they came down here. I was so happy that the state got the bid. Me trying to tell another person how I feel inside about Special Olympics is like me trying to go out and telling someone how to play bocce when they've never played bocce. And I talk about Special Olympics non-stop. It means that I've done a lot in my 13 years that I've been with Special Olympics. And I don't think anything else could be more important to me than the movement of Special Olympics. The number one person in Special Olympics that I look up to, and that was my mentor when I first started being an athlete for outreach, was Billy Quick. Billy was the one that come up to me and told me, he said, Evelyn, I know you can do it. And I was so shy that I didn't want to do it. And Billy looked at me and he said, Evelyn, you can do it. And I did it. And Billy was my hero right then. And he still is. I still look up to Billy like he's done so much with his life. I get very emotional when I talk about Special Olympics, and I think that's the way it should be. If you feel deep down in your heart that this is what you want to do, you've got to show that you can do it. And it's not just me, it's every one of the athletes out here on the bocce courts. It's everybody's one big happy family. And I think that's what Special Olympics is, one big happy family that just pull together and do their best. To finally become that little person from Church Road that told everybody, hey, look at me, I'm somebody now. I'm not just that little person from Church Road. I'm Evelyn Noblett. I can do what I want to do.